Now we hit the halfway point of the heats for senior road tax. It's Heat 2, A versus C, so final chance for those drivers that need to make up points through Group C. This is their last race, and maybe it could be all she wrote. But here's the grid. Kai Hillertz, our Super Pole winner for yesterday and the defending senior road tax Golden Trophy champion, starts from pole position. He'll be joined by Thijs van Wijk on the front row. Matthijs Terlo and Krik Knurren will be on row 2. And Oakley Pryor round out row 3 ahead of Livinghorst and Kaz Boshouse. Sverre Ubben and Knud Nielsen complete the top 10. Noah Sendat and Rafael Moreau make it an all-French row number 6. Georgios Ladokoanidze and Sebastian Koch from Germany round out row 7. Kajvic and then Alexandre Lemercic on row 8. Oscar Guccio and Jack West, row 9. Mario Sidler and Archie Buttle complete the top 20 with Sasha N and Lex Quintons, row 11. Alex M, Rein van der Meer, the next row, row 12. Row number 13. Aziz Sebi from Turkey and Marco Arias from Italy, with Tino Potier and Aaron Moser rounding out the grid. And this one will take us into the lunch break. The racing action will resume at 1:30. This afternoon, and that will be with regards to the respective second heats for Mini and Mini Rookie, Junior Rotax, Max DD2 and DD2 Masters. So the 28-strong grid past the point of no return and are making their way towards the final corner with Kai Hillertz and Thijs van Wijk alongside each other on the front row of the grid. So they split, head into the tram lines, revs up, lights are out, we're underway, and a good start from the pole setter Hillertz as he leads the likes of Terlo et al. Into turn number 1 and 2. A bit of elbows out, but we've had a four carts go wandering at turn 2, 2 of which have got caught up on the mud. But Hillertz has already bolted away into the distance, and he's got a clear advantage of at least, I would say, 6 to 8 cart lengths. 4 wide coming out of turn 6 towards the bottom of the mid-pack. So everyone's feeling a little bit feisty, and I think that's probably more than likely the drivers in Group C, because Group A, this is their first race. They've still got one more to go. And someone's deciding to be very brave. They've taken their Weetabix this morning to try and go around the outside of drivers going through turn 9, and also on the run down into turn number 10. So whoever that was very, very brave indeed. But we are about to complete our opening lap. Casual look over the shoulder from Kai Hillertz, and he leads by 1.1 seconds after the opening tour and instantly into the 1:11.7s. So we are seeing a lot more track evolution. So Lex Quintons and Aaron Moser, Kaz Boshouse, one of the biggest casualties. The driver for SP Motorsport tumbles down from 8th on the grid and is now running 25th. But everyone is still circulating. So 28 drivers have started this race. And after lap 1, 28 drivers still running in this race. So at the moment, the top 10 is being led by Kai Gilles, Thijs van Wijk in second, Matty Sturlo. Oakley Pryor up 2 spots to P4. He's ahead of Tom Lenoir. Krit Knorden drops from 4th to 6th. Sverre Ubben up from 9th to 7th. Devian Horst down to 8th. Rafael Mohor now into the top 10 along with Manolo Sendin. Mohor got 3 places, Sendin up 1. And of course that can change all the way through the course of this race. Just coming up to the 7.5 minute mark. 3:03. Oscar Goucho has just been shown the black and white warning flag on the digi flag on the gantry. As up the inside of the 3:10. That was Krit Knorden getting through. So Knorden gets through. Nice little work there by the 372. Looks to be running in the Shippers Racing BV livery now. And there is an opportunity here. That's a good move from Sverre Ubben. Lines it up. Millimetre perfect by the driver from GKS Lemons Power, based at the circuit here. Team founded by Paul Lemons himself, which has seen the likes of Robin Fries, Jensen Button amidst their ranks over the years, and more recently, of course, Sverre Ubben being one of them. Dewey de Decker, who's now running in single-seaters. The Blonde God, as he was nicknamed back in the late 2010s, because he had very, very bright blonde hair. Also was second for Team Belgium at the Grand Finals in 2018 at Conde Pareba. So, Gilles leads by nearly 2 seconds. Van Wijk trying to respond, but is about the best part of 0.3 of a second per lap after lap 3, slower than Gilles. But Gilles returning to old stomping grounds at Strawberry Racing. Quite a familiar sight when I spoke to him yesterday for Super Bowl. When he got Super Bowl, handed him the trophy, and then it felt like old times when he was running with Strawberry Racing and running on the Tony kart. Got some battles still happening up and down the order. The likes of Aziz Sevi from Turkey and Adam Moza. Also, quite interestingly enough, for one of the Turkish teams that actually ran Cemboluk Bassi in GT4 Europe a couple of years ago, recognised a name from the past, Berkay Besler, who ran with Bouvin Power as a senior in the mid-2010s in the B&L karting series for a couple of years, actually. So, good to see that the B&L karting series has showcased some great talents, including, of course, the man that's now won 4 Formula 1 world titles, was the inaugural 2-time Minimax champion, Max Verstappen. Reiners VK, Bijskevissa, just a handful of names. Also a man that has also won the DTM Championship. Austria's Thomas Peining has plied his trade in the B&L karting series previously. With 4.5 minutes to go in this grid, I'm sure that we do have some superstars in the future and in the higher levels of motorsport waiting for their opportunity to get the spotlight shown on them. So 4 minutes and 18 still to go. There's Krit Knorden being battling away with GKS's Sverre Ubben. We've got 4 minutes to go. Lap 5 in the books, and Kai Gilles continues to lead in dominant display. 3 seconds. Now, if anyone might remember the final between Kai and also Thomas Strauve came down to the last lap of the race and a drag race to the line. Well, it came down to actually turn 7, final lap of the senior road tax final, where Gilles held his nerve and kept Strauven at bay. Strauven is another driver that has been part of the B&L karting series alumni over seasons past and has moved up into the feeder series of single-seaters, so Formula 4. Reno Franco also another one who's competing in actually Yas Marina this weekend for Formula 4 UAE. He was also quite a young talent that ended up being scouted by GKS and then moved on from Rotax to bigger things in karting, and now has made the jump to single-seaters as well. 3 minutes to go. And there's still an opportunity for some drivers to gain positions and to put their best foot forward. But for Group C, they've got a little bit of an agonising wait. As you can see, Oakley Pride jumping up and down in the seat in the 307 Cosmic, run by KR Sports. Sverre Ubben looking for the move on Krit Knorden here at turn 2. That was very, very nicely done by the 348 on the 372. And that's something in these kind of conditions that you rarely see, that one driver will not throw it high and wide to the outside, but will go to the traditional racing line. So it looks like with the lap times coming down, Kai Hillert's running in the high 1 minute 10.9s, means that we are getting a significant amount of track evolution. And I see a faint outline of a dry racing line starting to show out through turn number 4. And of course, if we had like 15, 17 degrees, less humidity, then there would be more of a chance that the track would evolve to the point where we may, by now, had a very bona fide dry racing line showing. But because of the fact that drivers are having to deal with over-rotating the carts into the corners, leaning onto the right or the left-hand side of the chassis to get traction on that side that's being compromised, and dealing with chronic understeer on the front axle. So 1 minute and 25 to go. So this will give us this and 2 additional laps, so 10 lap race distance. Kaz Boshouse has had a race to forget, I'm afraid. Number 363 that started in 8th has tumbled all the way down to 28th and last, I'm afraid. A good thing, end up being involved in an incident. Sometimes that can be not of your making, but a domino effect from something else occurring as well. But coming down to the final 45 seconds plus an additional lap. Biggest mover in the grid. Mario Sid has made up 7 places to be 12th. Tino Potier up from 27th. So now moves up into 19th. Could that be 18th very shortly? Who knows? But 2 laps remain, and there is the 301, based out of Tremolo, now 18 years of age. Still remember this man when he was a pipsqueak in Minimax, and as I've watched his journey in racing all since, and it's been quite a joy to see someone like Kai Hillert's move up the order and has won multiple championships. He's won Junior Rotax European Euro Trophy champion, did it back-to-back, followed in the footsteps of Mike Van Voost, who now these days does the data for Dams Racing. And to be honest with you, through looking back through the records of the Golden Trophy, which started back in 2018, we actually haven't had a driver that has defended a Golden Trophy title. And Rielitz could be the first to do it. But last lap for the second heat for Senior Rotax underway, and Rielitz fires his way through into turns 1 and 2 on the 301 OTK. 4.735 seconds out of Days Van Wyk. Mathis Turlo in third. Oakley Pryor, Sverre Ubben, Krit Knorden, Tom Longnoir, Devian Ross, Knud Nielsen and Rafael Moreau round out the top 10. Jack West and Sebastian Koch managed to get through on Oscar Guccio, who rounds out the top 15. On the brakes into T7, using a little bit more of the curbing, but still keeping 2 wheels within the track, with the confines of the white lines on the track itself. Hillertz has also set his warning shot, very much like Macaulay Bishop did in heat number 1. And you know what's going to be happening later on? They're going to be side by side on the front row in heat 3. And believe you me, that is going to be a real indicator of how things might pan out. And a little bit of a move sideways, but Relax commandingly and comfortably wins Heat 2. Days van Wyk second. Matthijs Turlo in third. Fourth, Oakley Pryor. Fifth, Sverre Ubben. Sixth, Krik Knorden. Seventh, Tom Longnoir. Eighth, Devian Horst. Ninth, Knut Nielsen. And Rafael Moho round out the top 10. Manolo Senda in 11th, ahead of Mario Sidler, who made up 7 places. Biggest mover overall. Having started 19th, Sebastian Koch 13th. Jack West moved up 4 spots to 14th. I'm sure that his dad Lee is somewhere about. He's probably hiding in the cafe on his laptop or something. Never mind, I might pop down there and give him a nudge. Oscar Goodshow runs out the top 15 ahead of Lado Kuhenidze. Archie Buttle, Alex Aim, Alexander Lemieux, Kai Veach rounds out the top 20 with Tino Potier, Sasha Aim, Lex Quintons, Rein Vandermeer, Aaron Moser, Marco Arias, Kazbos House, and Aziz Sebi from Turkey, rounding out the 28 strong field. It's 1 to Bishop, it's 1 to Rilets, and they go head to head in heat number 3.